weird. That was weird. Glitch
Is
in the
there an echo?
Matrix. Were you here at 9?
Oh, technically 901, but yeah.
So we've been posted up for 5 minutes, bro. I've been waiting for Phil. I couldn't fucking see this dude. But we are live now with another episode of Run the Day, Run the Day, Run the Day, your daily sports show. I'm your host, Anthony. Under me, I got
Let's get it.
my boy, Philly Phil in the building. Phil, how you doing, brother?
Hey, I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing good. What's it called? I've been things have been going good this week, really good. God been good. Watched The Walking Dead season 6 finale, and now I'm
Yeah.
like crushed. I'm like,
Yeah.
I got to a part that is like famous, and now I understand why it's famous, and now I'm extremely sad.
You watched it last night or what?
Yeah, I watched it last night, and now I'm just like, gosh, man, like I'm so hurt. But anyways, how y'all doing? How you been doing, Brody?
I've been good, bro. I got a good wrestling last weekend.
Okay.
I went viral on Nick's Reddit. Give me Magic over Steph. Cooper came in here with the bank.
Here we go, man.
Oh,
Here we go.
I got good wrestling in this weekend. I got what did I do yesterday? I didn't watch the ESPYs, bro, but I rewatched Shane Gillis. That man is so fucking funny.
I love
That
Shane
was
Gillis,
like
bro.
some of the best shit I've ever seen, bro. That was killing me. That was fucking killing me. The thing when he's like, four-time All-Star Brittany Hicks is here. Oh my god, bro. That's just not right, bro. He was talking about fucking Epstein and shit on ABC. Dog, that was so funny.
I love Shane Gillis. I loved him in I've seen him in other stuff, but mainly I saw him in Tires, and I thought he was unbelievably funny in that. It's a Netflix show.
Isaiah's watching that right now. I seen him live. I watched him live last year in LA.
Oh yeah, what's the show called that he's a part of? Is it like it's on YouTube? They go live every single day?
Oh, I don't know. It's with Matt McCusker though. My cousin Ethan watches that.
Yeah, everybody loves that show, man. Like I was put onto it. I haven't seen the full thing of it yet, but I've heard a joke. Is it weird I kind of still listen to Diddy?
Every step I take.
If you only listening to the music instead of the stinking video clips and everything. Flipper's going to bring this team into 2017 and form the first 18-0 team ever.
Wow, that's crazy.
Honestly,
Hey, real quick, Ari, I don't think it's weird you listen to Diddy because there's also a lot of rappers and singers who've done worse shit that people listen to. Facts. And then the Clippers comment. The Clippers could go 82-0, and I won't pick them to leave the first round, if I'm being honest. That team, I swear that team is fucking cursed. What's good, Rand, Dom? Oh, wait, that message wasn't for me, Phil. I think that one was for you.
BS. Yeah. Wait, you talking about Ye?
No, I'm talking about the one. Yeah. I'm talking about the one under Ye.
What's good, Random? I like that name, Random. That's pretty tough.
Hey, today we're going to be going through Phil's Western Conference standings.
Yes,
but before we do that, make sure you guys like, subscribe, follow. Hit the little likes on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all that. I like seeing the little hearts pop up. I get a little overstimulated, maybe make me hit a dance a little bit. And then join our Discord. If you know ball, we do we do a Amazon $25 gift card giveaway every month. Just got to answer a couple of trivia questions. That's it. We're not stealing information. It's none of that. But before we go into that, bro, we got to talk. Because we had that. Hey, we got a Thunder fan in the chat. Yes, sir. Thunder the fuck up, baby.
What'd they say? I'm a Thunder fan since watching a Thunder team with PG and Russ getting bounced in the first round.
Those were
that was painful.
I still, as a diehard Thunder fan, I still think the Russ and Paul George era, at least during the regular season, was so much funner than the KD and Russ era. The regular season, Paul George was fucking different. So Phil and I got into a little discussion in the group chat, along with Coop, who's in the chat, about the LeBron pay cut, bro. Because we say Curry got to take a pay cut now too. That's what you're saying. So I want you to address that.
I was saying that only go back at people in a way and joke around in a way where it's kind of like this whole pay cut thing is kind of stupid. Because they're both good players and they both have done great things for both of their organizations. So I was going through Twitter and I saw somebody say Well, Curry's making 60, and Kevon Looney, it was under like the Kevon Looney thing, and they lost Kevon Looney, and they were having trouble trying to sign like Bradley Beal. How come he couldn't take a pay cut? And I was like, well, in that way, like he's kind of got a point, but at the same time, you kind of have to pay Curry $60 million. But at the same time, I'm posting that in the group chat because I'm like, that's how stupid this whole pay cut thing sounds. Like LeBron, like Curry, I know how important he is to the Golden State Warriors, which is why he deserves that 60 million. But at the same time, it's just stupid to argue that because LeBron, even though he hasn't always been with the Lakers, he's done some good stuff for us, and he also has put up stats, and he got us in third place with Luka that like tells you that he does deserve $50+ million. Like him not taking the pay cut, I'm not mad about because one, if he retires this year, he can't just leave $52 million on the table. Like he can't just do that. Like he has to take every amount of like the most amount of money he can. Like that's just dumb business if you're thinking about it. Two, I mean, yes, he's old. Yes, he's old, which is why you could be like, yo, like he's gonna be out the league soon. Like maybe he should just give the Lakers a last hoorah to try to get somebody. But at the same time, it's like, bro, he put up what was his stats this year? I think this was the first year he didn't actually average like 25, but it was still like 24, 8-8 or 24, 7-7. And I mean, if you hear those type of stats for somebody who like
What's up,
from another
Katarina?
player who isn't LeBron, you're gonna be like, whoa, 25-7-7 or 24-7-7. That's nuts. Pay that man. But since it's LeBron, it's kind of like, I mean, it's not 27-9-9. So why even pay him? It just sounds ridiculous to me. So I'm not trying to say mainly that Curry doesn't deserve $60 million, but I'm mainly trying to highlight how stupid this type of argument is because they're both good players and they both have done good things for their organizations. But trying to like go back and forth, like, oh, give them a pay cut. Like, it's just kind of stupid because they both kind of deserve it.
We'll address your comment probably at the end of the show, Ari. So keep that in the holster. But this is my take on this, right? The difference between what the Curry thing and the LeBron thing is there's no reports all regular season saying Curry's going to take a pay cut. Now, whether LeBron's putting those reports out or Rich Paul or whoever to make LeBron look good is one thing. But for me, that shit is whack because it's like if everybody's saying you're going to take a pay cut and then you go out there and you take $56 million, there's obviously something slimy going on there. And that's why they're going to trade his ass. I mean, that's why there's rumors now about trading his ass. I don't think the Lakers would go out there and say, oh, LeBron's going to take a pay cut, because if he doesn't take a pay cut, then they look fucking stupid, you know, like they do now. I feel like it just makes the organization look like a joke. And that's my thing, right? It's no knock on LeBron's greatness or nothing like that. But Stephen Curry and LeBron, as far as impact goes for their teams, there's a tier level there, bro. And Curry won that fucking ring with Andrew Wiggins as his fucking second best player on that roster. And LeBron James had Anthony Davis when he won a ring, and he had to do it at Disneyland. So I don't want to hear that shit when you're – I don't think you could compare Curry and LeBron's impact. That's all I'm saying.
You're saying you can't compare LeBron and Curry's pay cut talk, or you talking about LeBron and Curry?
The pay cut talk. And if you're talking about LeBron and Curry's impact on their specific teams, you can't compare that either. As far as LeBron and the Lakers and Curry on the Warriors.
In a way, yes. Obviously, because Curry's been with the Golden State Warriors since day one. But I still feel like when it comes to pay, you still have to look at what the person's putting on the table and what the person's doing at that time. Like, I know that Curry, without a doubt, Curry is way more important to the Golden State Warriors, just like compared to LeBron to the Lakers. But LeBron has still done good stuff for us. Like, it's not like the pay cut thing too. I was going to get on here and say like, oh, Curry's never asked for a pay cut. But in 2017, he actually did offer to get a pay cut. He offered to get a pay cut in order to keep some key players. But then the organization themselves said, no, you don't have to do that because we have enough money because we have your bird rights. With LeBron, he did the same thing too. He offered to do a pay cut, but things happened stupidly. We prioritized certain things last year, and he ended up not taking the pay cut because there was no point. There was nobody left to use that pay cut for. But I don't know, with Curry and all that, like, I understand. I'm just saying, like, this whole thing is stupid. That's what I'm trying to point out. Like, it's just stupid. Like, let them just get their money because they both deserve it. They both deserve as much money as they want. You saying him, I don't think it was him or even Rich Paul or the Lakers talking about this whole pay cut stuff for this year, I think that was mainly just like ESPN and like other people who act like they're inside, maybe Anthony Irwin and all that. I don't trust those guys. Like I said, I would have loved LeBron to take a pay cut. Like, who wouldn't want their star player to take a pay cut? But in my mind, he still deserves it. Like, 52 million to me, like for the stats he did last year as a 40-year-old man, I think he deserves it. So
No,
I'm my bad.
real quick, let me address this. Wiggins was amazing. I'm not knocking him or nothing like that. But when you look at a championship level team, Wiggins, Kevon Looney had a great run. Draymond and Poole, I'm not a Draymond guy. And Poole was cool for the highlights. But if you look at Jordan Poole's numbers, he's not carrying no. Like, if that team doesn't have Curry, that team's probably not even in the playoffs. You feel me? So I think it's time for your McDonald's shift. Okay, Random. Okay, Random.
Hey, I'll take the money either way, bro. I'll take the money.
Nah, fuck McDonald's to this day. I'll stand on that. And then as far as that goes, again, bro, I just think with all those reports coming out, for no one in LeBron's camp to address that during the season, and like that made it seem like he was going to take a pay cut. Now, obviously, as of the time he signed it, there was like no one to sign, so it's not like he's taking a pay cut for a specific player or nothing like that. But I just feel like the vibes are always like LeBron's got to be the hero. LeBron's always got to be the GOAT and stuff. And I just think that shit's stupid. Like, why do we got to glaze the dude? This is not, as far as for the Lakers go, the Lakers would be better off if LeBron took a pay cut, right? So what are we doing? And then the Curry stuff, or as far as Kevon Looney goes, Kevon Looney said he felt like the Warriors lost trust in him. I don't think it was a money thing, So I don't think it's comparable, in my opinion.
I want to correct that. Actually, it was mainly for the Bradley Beal stuff because apparently they only offered him a minimum contract and people had a problem with it. My bad. Not Kevon Looney.
People brought it back up.
Yeah, not the Kevon Looney. Well, that's why somebody just mentioned it, but I think it was mainly just to point out like how stupid this whole pay cut thing is.
Okay. Well, we disagree about it, but what we don't disagree about is Boom Fantasy. Shout out Boom Fantasy, the best betting app in the world. You could use code RTP to get a risk-free bet up to $100. This is the only betting platform that you could put a 2-leg parlay down and get 500 times your money. Right now, I think I got something banked in my account where I could do 1,000 times my money. So I'm saving that. I don't know what I'm saving it for. Maybe the start of the NFL season, whatever. But they got WNBA, they got baseball. Pretty much anything you want, you could bet it on there. So shout out Boom Fantasy. Phil got his rankings. Let's hear it. Oh, wait, let me turn this off the screen.
I was going to say, I want to just talk about the comments real quick. Ari said every team would be great if their best player would take a pay cut. So, question real quick. Because instantly I think Jokic would be a crazy good pay cut, but who do you think would benefit their team the most if they took a pay cut? Like, are you thinking like SGA, Giannis, Jokic, and all that, or do you thinking
I'm thinking it is like a Lakers, a Brunson, like a big market, because they're obviously a bigger attraction. And I know what you're saying, Ari, but I'm more so saying, why are we defending LeBron? We don't defend every other player and say like, oh, Curry got his money and like, why can't Curry? It's stupid to me. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, and then shout out my jersey collection as well. But I think it has to be a big market team. Miami, but I don't know who would take a pay cut there. I feel like Brunson did take a pay cut. Am I right?
I think he did, because I think he's only making like 35 or 40 mil. And I think he was eligible for more. That's what I remember. When he signed this new contract, they said that he could get more. But I got out debated by a guy with Down syndrome. Damn. But I think he took less. I think he did. I'm not totally sure.
It says 100. He took 113 million less than his guaranteed. So yeah, he took a massive pay cut.
Holy crap! And then what is he? A top 10 player right now?
Brunson, I'd say he's a top 10 player.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm excited to do player rankings too. But as far as your standings go, do you want to do it like we did it yesterday, where we go in like a tiers?
That's the tough thing about this list, bro. Like, because I feel like East, you could easily, like, in an easier way, put it into like different multiple tiers. This is the West. This one's tough. One's tough. I feel like there's 2, maybe 3 teams that for sure are going to be like, nah, like they can't really compete. But then the other like 12, I'm kind of like, I don't know. I feel like there's a chance for them to go to the playoffs. Like that's the
Okay.
wild wild west for you. Like,
My bad. I like this comment really quick. The owners definitely should be the ones that should take a pay cut. The owners be getting paid 2-3 billion off of the fucking team,
what does it
and we
say?
over here talking about 50 million. You know,
I hate that they have to take a pay cut. They should be paid their worth. It's the owners that should take a pay cut. Okay. All right.
facts. Okay.
I mean, does that go with the cap? Like the owner salary? Because I mean, if it does, then
Hey, the cap is made to benefit the owners.
Mhm.
That's what it is. You know. Let's talk about those 3 teams you said wouldn't make the playoffs or have no
Got you.
chance or whatever, and then we can move our way up, pivot up, pivot up, pivot up. Let's go.
All right. So I'm between 2 to 3 teams, but I'm gonna put this third team here just because like the roster and like what their plan is just is iffy to me. But I have 3 teams listed here. So at the very bottom, I have the Utah Jazz. Obviously, we know what's going on there. It's a rebuild year, it's been a rebuild season for them. Next, I have the Sacramento Kings. Direction just isn't fully there for me, and I hear that they're still maybe thinking of shopping Sabonis, so just putting them here just in case. And maybe even DeMar DeRozan's still going to get traded. After that, finishing it off, I have Portland Trailblazers right here. Those are my 3 teams.
Interesting.
Yeah, like again, this list was very hard for me to come up with. Like, there's probably going to be some teams you agree with, but a lot of teams you disagree with on my list. But remember, guys, this is a rough draft. There's still some stuff going on, and there's still some signings that need to happen in order for teams to actually look like a contender. But for now, these are the 3 teams that I'm going to put here, and the other teams I have above them, I just like their lineups and their rosters a little better. But
Chat, does 14 seem low for Sacramento? Chat, let me know, because I don't know why. I could see it, but it also feels really fucking low. You know?
Feels weird, but that's how good the West is, man. That's why it's like hard. Like, I just see so many other rosters better than theirs. That's why it's so hard for me. But you know, like Sabonis is still that good player. I still don't know what the heck is going on with DeMar DeRozan. I just feel like it's weird that they even have DeMar DeRozan and Sabonis a little bit in trade talks. I don't know what they're going to do with Zach LaVine. I know Malik Monk is still there, and they just signed Dennis Schroeder, and that's the projected backcourt I have for them. But it's like, I don't know the direction they're going in. I will say this, though. I love that they got Nick Clifford and Maxime Reynaud. I love those 2.
Yeah.
Like, I've been watching their highlights in the Summer League. Nick Clifford is so much better than I thought he is right now. And I know it's Summer League. I know it is. But the way he moves, the way he plays, the way he sees the floor, so good. Maxime Reynaud, I know he's going up against young guys. They're not that strong. They're not NBA level strong yet, but he looks really good. He looks like an actual big who is actually going to be playing the 4 sometimes for them. You put that next to DeMontis Sabonis, they might be good.
Now that we're a little deep into the pod, I could say this because I don't think Joe or anybody's listening. But
That's good.
I went viral on Nick's Reddit yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on Nick's Reddit, you know what I found out? So next week I'm hosting a Creator Jeopardy. I got some of my favorite content creators we've hopped on with in the past to hop in a Jeopardy game next Friday, right? I was gonna hit you up for it, but you're at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
You know, there's never been a player on the New York Knicks named Nick in the history of New York Knicks basketball.
Not even Nick Anderson?
No, never.
Wow.
Cooper Flag,
Really?
Phil said he's 50-50 and should come off the bench.
Wait, what happened?
What you guys think
about Cooper Flag? Oh, yeah.
50-50
I love Cooper
and he
Flag.
should come off the bench.
I love Cooper Flag, but this first year, I thought about him starting off the bench as their 6th man, and then later maybe getting into the starting lineup.
That's my favorite take from you, bro.
I'm a team chemistry dude, and I feel like PJ Washington, yes, Cooper Flag is better than him, but like I feel like you just gotta still rock with your starting lineup before you put Cooper Flag in that state yet. I feel like you gotta let him prove it and then take that spot away from PJ Washington. Because I feel like he can do it. I'm not saying he can't do it. I just feel like you go if your team like with what's been working for your team first and then go into it.
Someone on Instagram said Warriors still cooking a big trade. I guess we're gonna have to see. Sixers
Hey,
fanboy.
they might be. They might be. What does it say? Stroud 7 prod. He
Don't
put
even read.
all this stuff that we're probably not allowed to say on here. I'm not totally sure.
I don't think those are
Cooper is
bad. Those are
starting
like
what?
brain rot.
I'm just iffy, man. Like I know he might. I just feel like you start the first 3 or 5 games with PJ Washington, and then if Cooper Flag's just been doing that good, put him in the starting lineup. You make him get that NBA experience ASAP. That's true. That's true. But like,
I think Mavs nuking the stadium with Cooper Flag coming off the bench, bro. Mavs
hey,
fan.
I mean, maybe, but he's gonna if he's the sixth man, it's not like he's gonna be playing like 15 to 20 minutes. He's gonna be playing 30 to 35 minutes still. Like he'll probably have more minutes than PJ.
Yeah. All right, let's get into your next tier of teams or so we just did 15, 14, 13. Let's
Yep.
go. Let's hear 12 and 11. Let's hear the
Yeah, I
teams
was
that
gonna
just missed
say.
the play-in.
I was gonna say I'd rather do it that way because I feel like these teams still have a chance. I'm gonna say that they still have a chance.
Okay.
At number 12, I have the San Antonio Spurs.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know that's pretty low for them. It is, but I do feel like on the forward side, it's a little questionable to me. On the guard side, I love it. De'Aaron Fox, Devin Vassell, Dylan Harper, and what's his name? He practices here. I literally just said his name.
Jordan McLaughlin.
I love that for them. They got true guards, and that's going to help them big time, especially Victor Wembanyama. On the forward side, Carter Bryant, love him. He's still young, so I still need to see him in a real NBA game. I love his defense, though. Jeremy Sohan is a little weird to me still. He had a really weird season last year, and I don't know. I don't know if he fits this team anymore. I don't know if he fits. I feel like he should go somewhere else. But that's who I have as their starting power forward. And then at small forward, I would love Carter Bryant to be there, but I have Harrison Barnes starting at the small forward, which is why I'm like, yes, you still have shooting. Devin Vassell and Harrison Barnes, those are your guys for you on the outside and even can create. But then Jeremy Sohan just weirds me out. He just weirds me out. And that's why this lineup or this roster is like, I don't know.
It's not for
why
you.
is Clint Capella still in the NBA? He's still a good big. He's still a good backup.
I don't like Clint Capella, man. I'm anti.
Like
yeah, Sixers fanboy. We're gonna be ranking the Western Conference standings right now. Just a heads up. And then we did East yesterday. So if you want to hear Phil's number one team in the East, you could check out yesterday's video as well.
Also, I do want to say I love the signing of Luke Cornett. I love that.
Yeah, I do too.
Love it for the Spurs.
And then at 11, who do you got?
At 11, this is where it's going to get real bad. This is where people are going to get angry. This is where people are going to be like, what is wrong with you? At number 11, I have the Memphis Grizzlies.
Oh,
I have the Memphis Grizzlies.
Bro.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah, I've been looking at rosters. I've been looking at what it looks like on paper. On paper, I don't feel like they, especially with the Jaren Jackson Jr. injury at the start of the season, I feel like that's going to be a hit to them. And I feel like even with that hit, I don't know if this roster is enough yet. I think losing Desmond Bane, they lost some offense, even though for the future, they look good. They look really good getting those picks and everything. But this is what I project as their roster. Point guard, John Morant. Shooting guard, Jalen Wells. Small forward, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Power forward, Jaren Jackson, who is going to be out for some time at the start. And then
he don't like Ja. He don't like Ja.
Well,
Ari said in the chat, you don't like Ja. I know you don't like Ja.
I don't like his attitude sometimes, even though sometimes you do need to have that, like me, like I'm him type attitude to him. But
when Cade does it,
But
when Cade does it,
Cade Cunningham still seems like he's silent though when he's going in. Like
you just said yesterday that the Pistons you like because they got that attitude to them.
Yes, because deep-point basketball, that makes sense for them. And they're playing smart with it. They're playing two-way basketball.
They're playing two-way basketball. Memphis was, bro. When Memphis was healthy, they were.
With Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, and Jaren Jackson Jr., I somewhat was a little bit okay with it. But now losing Desmond Bane, and now you have Ja Morant and Jaren Jackson Jr., who have been also injury prone, it's kind of like I feel like this lineup's going to be in and out. I'm going to be for real. I feel like these guys are going to be in and out. Like, I don't know anybody who's really going to be fully healthy on this team, if I'm being for real, too. Like, just thinking about it now. Like,
Okay.
Jared, he was going to be out to start. So now, at the 4, would you put Santi Aldama here?
Yeah, probably.
All right, so you're starting with John Morant, Jalen Wells, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Santi Aldama, and Zach Edey.
Let me see.
I don't know how I feel about
I
that.
would actually. Let me look at their depth chart real
That's
quick.
what I'm thinking about.
Arturo, Phil got the Spurs at number 12.
Yep.
Just
based off rosters.
It is ugly while Jaren's out for sure. But you could also start. You could fuck around and start Ty Jerome there. You have a second bucket in there with Ja.
Where?
At the 2.
At the 2. Okay, so well, I just feel like Jalen Wells deserves that starting spot.
Well, you can start him at the 3. ESPN has him at the 3 right now, which it's obviously ugly, but they're thin, bro.
So they'd have KCP coming off the bench?
Yeah, KCP was so ass last year, bro.
I mean, yeah. So, I mean,
yeah.
Well, actually, would you go Jalen Wells at the 3 and then Ty Jerome at the 2?
Yeah. I would start Ty Jerome over KCP if it were me. Just because KCP was so ass. Let him get right first. 12, hell no, they're better than the Grizzlies.
I'm just like, I love De'Aaron Fox there. I love Victor Wembanyama there.
I agree with that white dude, bro. I'm not white.
What'd you say? You broke up there.
No, Random said I agree with the white dude. I don't claim white, bro. I'm Middle Eastern. So let's put some respect on it. Okay.
That's crazy.
Now with Dylan Harper and Carter Bryant. Yeah, you didn't talk about Dylan Harper for the Spurs at all.
Oh, I mean, I think Dylan Harper is obviously going to be really good for them. Like, one thing that impressed me in the Summer League, too, on some of the highlights that I've seen is he actually has some defense to him. He actually can play some defense. Like, how many steals and blocks did he have? I didn't get to see the stats fully, but I saw a couple of steals and blocks that he had where I was like, whoa, okay, you can move a little bit, and he already has his body size. So I'm happy on that side. I'm worried about how much playing time he's actually going to get because you still have Stephon Castle there. And I mean, I would love for Stephon Castle to be the 2 in place of like to play and start at the 2. But I think Devin Vassell is way too good to not have him start. Like, I think he fits what they need on the floor. And also you need that secondary score. But Stephon Castle is good, but that's going to be the thing that I'm a little worried about. Like, are you going to have – well, maybe actually they'll put Jordan McLaughlin maybe at the 1 and then have – I don't know. I'm still trying to think about how they're going to do that guard rotation.
And they said Wemby's healthy. I think the Spurs I would put higher, but I gotta hear your list before I lock that in. Real quick, as far as Ty Jerome goes, I seen an interview with him, bro, and this dude is just a dog. He talked about how he was training in the summer. I think it was with Pee Wee the Plug and Enjoy Basketball. I would recommend that interview because Ty Jerome is fire. They're cool, but no pop. Y'all gotta remember that. People forget Vassell and Sohan were out for the first part of the season and Wemby for the last, and Fox didn't play that much too. That's fair too.
That is true. That is true.
I got to hear your list though. Let's hear your playing teams. Let's hear 10 through 7.
Got you. All right. So I had the Memphis Grizzlies at 11. So now we're in the top 10.
Wait. Actually, there's a team chat that you didn't say that is kind of crazy you have over the Spurs. And we've been talking about this team a lot last couple of weeks. So you know exactly who I'm talking about. But go ahead.
I think
Chad's about to go crazy.
They probably will. But I kind of have a little hope for them. If we're talking about the same team, I have a little hope.
We are definitely talking about the same team.
So what did you want me to say? 10 through 7?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. At number 10, I have the New Orleans Pelicans. Okay. At number 9, I have the Phoenix Suns.
That's the team.
Got you. Yeah, I knew it. I knew that was really the team. We'll talk about them in a second.
Okay.
What did I say at number 9, the Phoenix Suns?
Yeah.
At number 8, I have the Golden State Warriors. Weird enough, but I'll explain it. And at number 7, I have the Minnesota Timberwolves. All right. So, do we want to talk about the Phoenix Suns first, or do we want to talk about the New Orleans Pelicans first?
I mean, the Pelicans, we don't got to talk about, bro. They're the most obvious 10 seed, right? Like, they just beat the 10 seed. We should definitely talk about Phoenix. and then I got some questions about your 7 and 8 seed.
Got
But
you.
yeah, wait. Actually, the Pelicans are an obvious 10 seed, but why are the Pelicans over the Spurs and why are the Suns over the Spurs? Go
I
ahead.
think, all right, so with the Pelicans first, they had the weirdest, most like negative season I've ever seen. Like,
Yeah.
first you had Zion out for the longest time. Then you had Trey Murphy out for a little bit. Then you had CJ McCollum out. And then you were just rocking with DeJounte Murray for a little bit. And then right when they come back, DeJounte Murray has a season-ending injury with, I believe, 2 months left of games. I think that now with this team, they went through all that. They're entering a new season, full training camp again. I think they're going to have a better year. I think they're going to have a better year, especially with the backups they have. And now they have Kevon Looney as a backup big for them. Like they actually have bigs for this team. I think they'll be okay. And then Zion Williamson's probably going to have a chance to even play the 3 sometimes. So, and I forgot to mention Jordan Poole. I'm so sorry. Like that's how much I don't like Jordan Poole. But with DeJounte Murray and Jordan Poole as your backcourt, I'm not too impressed with it, but I feel like I'm just more impressed with the front court size. I'm like way more impressed with that. So I think that they'll have a better year this year with everybody hopefully just more healthy than last year. But I think they'll be better. I think they'll be better than the Memphis Grizzlies, and I think they'll be better than the Spurs.
Okay, I'm gonna say this, right?
Mm.
I think I disagree with chat a little bit. I would not be surprised if the Pelicans were over the Spurs. I still would probably take the Spurs, but we're gonna know the answer to that in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
The Suns don't make no sense to me though, bro. If I'm being transparent. So Poole, come on. Why we hey chat, stop disrespecting Jordan Poole, man. Show some love to Jordan Poole, man. The baddies will be courtside in New Orleans. He's gonna hoop. Can you talk to us about why the Suns are better than the Spurs, Phil?
Because they got Kamamalu. I'm just playing. Imagine Kamamalu watch.
That's all you need.
I really do just like this roster for them. So
wait. Read this one out loud.
Here we go. Zion is never healthy, like never. There is a higher chance of me becoming black than him staying healthy, and I'm pale as fuck.
Dog.
You know what? Maybe I'll switch it up. I'm just playing now. I'm gonna stick it. I'm gonna stick to this for now for on paper. I'm gonna go for like what I'm thinking on paper. Because you never know what's going to happen in the season. You never know. But on paper, that's what I'm going with for now. I'm sorry. I love the Spurs, but like I said, this is where it gets testy. This is the wild, wild west. But with the Phoenix Suns, as I was saying, I understand that like Mark Williams, Kamamalu, and who was their third center again? Also, Nick Richards. I know that isn't like the greatest like front court or center rotation, but I'm way more impressed with Devin Booker and Jalen Green being your guys who are supposed to go out there and just score the ball. And now that is going to be their focus. Like, yes, they can probably distribute the ball, but they got guys who can help with that. Like, I really love the fact that Dylan Brooks and Royce O'Neal are going to be their like small forward and power forwards that are going to be able to just go out there and do the dirty work. Like I think for so many teams, Dylan Brooks has had to been a guy that he needs to like be 3-and-D. He needs to like shoot the ball, and he also needs to like play make, and he also needs to play some defense. But I think now with this team, he can literally just go out there and just be an enforcer. He can literally just go out there and just bother teams. And now you have Devin Booker and Jalen Green around you. Like these guys can score the hell out of the ball. Like these guys can. You saw how influential Dylan Brooks like impact was for the Houston Rockets, and they didn't really even have a point guard like that. Like Fred VanVleet was there, but I feel like he was in and out that there were so many times you were thinking, oh, can the Rockets keep this up? They ended in second place. So when you put Devin Booker with Jalen Green, then you have Dylan Brooks and Royce O'Neal as your like defensive dudes, and you have Ryan Dunn coming off the bench with who was the other defensive guy? I'm forgetting. I think actually it's probably just Ryan Dunn, but I like that rotation there. And I also like that they have centers who their literal only job is to rebound. Their only job is to lead Brown, maybe be a lob threat. And there's some pretty like fast centers too. So I think low key, they're going to be a fast moving offense and they're going to be trouble.
Hey, you lost Chad, bro. Chad,
Hey, it's
Chad
cool.
hates you now,
It's
bro.
cool. It's
Yeah,
cool.
let him know, Phil. Let
It's
him know,
cool.
Phil.
I'm
Now, I
going.
will
I'm
say-
going by what I'm thinking, looking at this roster on paper, and I just really like what the Phoenix Suns have.
I'm
just
gonna
being for
say
real, and
this, right?
I hate the Phoenix Suns. I'm being for real.
I'm Team Spurs here, but to play devil's advocate, and I'm calling you the devil, Phil. I think everyone in the chat saying the Suns lost Katie and Beal and the Spurs got better. I think the less is more thing is what Phoenix needed. And I think like Jalen Green is obviously hopeless in the playoffs, but Jalen Green was the number one scorer for that team, bro. You know, it's like that shouldn't be his job. That should be Devin Booker. Jalen Williams is out of it now. They got defensive bigs. They're not – I don't think they're better than the Spurs, but I do think they're going on to the right direction to be a good team. I don't think next season's the season where they're there, you know?
Well, I mean, like I said, it's a wild, wild west. Stuff they could either go up or go down a little bit.
Okay. We heard – yo, what's good, Pierre? Pierre in the chat. That's the GOAT of our trivia on our Discord.
Yeah, for now.
I like the Middle Eastern white guy more now.
Why they be doing you so wrong, man?
They could do me how they want to do me. Just keep showing love in the chat. Pause. Let's hear. All right. So you went 7 through 10. We don't got to talk about your 7 and 8, but I want to hear like what's the next tier? You know, is it just your 6 seed? Is it like are all 6 of these teams contenders? Like where are you at?
All right. So with this one, I'm gonna say for 5 and 6, they have a chance to be in the play-in, but also they do have a chance to contend.
Okay.
Like after that, 1 through 4, I actually wouldn't be surprised if they were in the finals.
Okay.
I actually wouldn't. I think these teams, I wouldn't be surprised if they were in the finals.
I swear if the Lakers are in that tier, we're going to have a fight. Let's hear your 5 and 6.
All right. At number 6, I have the Minnesota Timberwolves. And at number 5.
Wait. I thought you had Minnesota at 7.
New Orleans Pelicans, Phoenix Suns, Golden State Warriors. Oh, wait, no. Because I said Memphis was 11.
Hey, shout
right?
out, not me. I thought Memphis was 10.
Oh, then yeah. I have them at 6 then. Let me count it out.
Wait. So go 15 through 6 really quick.
15 through 6. Number 15, I have Utah. Number 14, I have the Sacramento Kings. Number 13, I have the Portland Trailblazers. Number 12, I have the San Antonio Spurs. Number 11, I have the Memphis Grizzlies. Number 10, I have the New Orleans Pelicans.
Okay.
Number 9, I have the Phoenix Suns. Number 8, I have the Golden State Warriors. Oh, okay. All right. My bad. 7 was the Minnesota Timberwolves. My bad.
Okay.
7 was the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Okay, see, better be 1. Facts. I think now the Spurs are better than Lakers and Mavericks. I think you're pushing it a little bit. Timberwolves lose. I do agree that Wolves are probably better than the Spurs. All right, let's go. Let's hear your 6 now.
Oh, okay. All right. There we go. All right. My bad. I messed up.
You're good.
Okay. At number 6, I have the Los Angeles Lakers.
Okay, Phil. Okay, Laker fan. Okay, Laker fan. I see you, Phil.
I'm sad that I have to say that, but yeah, I have number 6. At number 5, I have the Dallas Mavericks. So
I thought those are the right 2 teams, I think.
Yeah. So with the Los Angeles Lakers, you guys already pretty much know if you've seen the podcast how I feel about them. I do love what they did. They added DeAndre Ayton. They added Jake LaRavia. They drafted Adu Thiero, which I really liked. The problem is we lost Dorian Finney-Smith, and that is a huge defensive hit to us. Because for this lineup, it would have been perfect to have Rui Hachimura come off the bench, have LeBron at the 4, and then Dorian Finney-Smith at the 3. But now, projected lineup is Luka Doncic at the 1, Austin Reeves at the 2, LeBron at the 3, which is what I hate, Rui Hachimura at the 4, and DeAndre Ayton at the 5. Now, already, I'm going to say this. Let me remind you guys, we finished 3rd place with Jackson Hayes as our starting center. We took Jackson Hayes out, put him at the backup, and now we have DeAndre Ayton as a starting center. That is already an improvement on paper. Already an improvement. But we have no defense in this starting lineup. no defense. Luca, no defense. Austin Reeves, no defense. LeBron, he can play defense, but it's not consistent where you can call him defense. Rui Hachimura, no defense. We have rebounding, but we don't have anybody who can really lock up. That's why it was so important to try to get Andrew Wiggins or somebody who's notable for that. I hear stuff about like maybe we could get a Matisse Thybulle or Marcus Smart or something like that, but I still don't think it's enough, which is why I'm putting them at number 3. I mean, number 6.
Number
My
6.
bad, number 6.
Chat is digging. Laravia and Aiton move you. I've been saying this. I just think y'all need a couple more 3-and-D guys so that DeAndre Ayton doesn't have to be your superstar. What did he say? When he says black cap, dude, I know he's about to say something. You're lucky I had a good day with my mates. Otherwise, I might lose my mind.
Hey, you can lose your mind, bro. You can. And then that's another thing I want to talk about because I saw somebody say something about DeAndre Ayton. DeAndre Ayton isn't bad, bro. He's not bad. He, like, if you guys see what the Lakers needed last year, he fits every hole that we needed center-wise. I'm not saying that we're now a championship team. I'm saying that what we needed, he fulfills. He rebounds. He averages, he's never had a season where he's averaged less than 10 rebounds. And he dunks the ball and, like, plays the post. That's what we needed. We needed that with AD, but we needed a center like that.
Bro,
he's perfect for it. I'm sick and tired of all the DeAndre Ayton hate. Like, I feel like people don't watch DeAndre Ayton play basketball. I feel like y'all didn't watch the Portland Trailblazers games. I know he didn't play a lot there, but y'all really didn't watch it. Even the Suns. Y'all didn't watch him play for the Suns.
Arturo cracks me up because we're going to be talking about the Nuggets and the Thunder, and he going to be in here talking about, but the Spurs got 40 games and Wemby was hurt. Why does it seem like there's so many badly constructed teams? I think this is because of the apron rules. I think teams are still figuring it out, but I think there's like a lot of teams that are like perfect as far as construction goes, and then there's the team still figuring it out, and those teams are going to be left behind. Spurs will be the 6th seed. I'll put a rack on that, bro.
Wow. Okay.
You feeling good, Coop. I'm going to Vegas. Send me some money. I'll put a rack on that shit for you. Go ahead.
Let's see, man. But at number 5, I have the Dallas Mavericks here because their roster obviously is better than the Los Angeles Lakers. They have size. They have guards. They have forwards. That's all you need, especially since their forwards are 3-and-D. You're starting the season without Kyrie Irving, but in that place, you can put D'Angelo Russell there until he comes back. Now, I know that everybody has their hate or their feel about D'Angelo Russell, but for the role that he plays, he fits perfectly with this team. D'Angelo Russell is going to be able to shoot the ball whenever he wants and move the ball to guys like Klay Thompson, Anthony Davis, and Derek Lively. PJ Washington is a little questionable because I'm not going to say he's a scorer like that. But anyways, you sub out PJ Washington and you put Cooper Flagg, or you start Cooper Flagg, whatever you want to do. This roster's flowing perfectly. And then on your bench, you still have Najee Marshall, and you still are going to be able to put D'Angelo Russell back there and have Kyrie Irving start at point guard. This roster is perfect. And I wouldn't even be surprised if they're the number 1 team in the West. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think it's going to happen, but I wouldn't be surprised if they were number 1.
I would because of Kyrie's injury. If Kyrie was healthy, I wouldn't be. But I don't think a team's going to be the 1 seed with D'Angelo as their point guard, bro. Respectfully. I think D'Angelo's cool, and I think he'll help them. But I don't – I think Kyrie – as far as perfect teams go, chat, I think Dallas might be one of those teams that's constructed like damn near perfectly.
Yeah.
I think OKC. I think Boston was until they blew it up. Cleveland, I like. Denver, I think I would put in that range. New York now, like those are some really damn near perfect teams, if anything. But I don't think anyone would be mad at Dallas at 5. I think my question more is like, how are the Lakers over Minnesota and Golden State? I think that was my first thought. When you said Minnesota and Golden State, that's what I was thinking.
So I know that the Minnesota Timberwolves crushed us in the playoffs badly, but I do think that was mainly because we had 0 size and we had like the wrong game plan going in to play them. I do like going through the whole season let me say this. I think the Minnesota Timberwolves did a good job of signing or keeping Julius Randle and Naz Reid and giving them new deals. And I also like the fact that they drafted 2 bigs, Rocco Zakarsky and Don Barige. I think that's how you say his name. I'm so sorry if I butchered that. But
That's a tough name.
I am pretty sad that they lost Nicolau Alexander-Walker. I liked him as a bench scorer for them. And even though they still have Dante DiVincenzo, I liked both of them coming in for them. So I still feel like that's a little bit of a hit, but I still feel like they're fine. I wouldn't be surprised if it was flipped, but I do think that the Lakers, giving Luka Doncic a big like DeAndre Ayton, I just like it more.
Okay.
That's just my thing on it.
I just think they can't play defense to save their life, bro. That team could not guard a fly, bro. They're going to have to outscore a lot of teams. And I don't know if they got the firepower to do that. Lakers have 8 in that series. Looks a lot different. That's facts, though. Don't get me wrong. That's completely facts. I think they could play a center. Hey, we're 45 minutes into this pod. If y'all are liking this is one of our most viewed one live. Use code RTP on Boom Fantasy. It's the best way to support the channel. Tomorrow, we're going to be having a pro player in Puerto Rico on. We're going to be interviewing him. So make sure to check that out as well. Black dude owes me his house if Spurs are better than the Mavs.
Okay.
Claim it.
Deal. Deal.
All right, Phil. You said 1 through 4 is your contenders tier.
Yep.
Let's hear your contenders.
All right. At number 4, I'm just going to say these quick and then we can talk about it. At number 4, I have the Denver Nuggets.
Wait. Are you saying you prefer me over DeAndre Ayton? Is this what this means, or am I tripping?
Aiden, really, I prefer Middle Eastern dude because Aiden has personality issues.
I could go play center for the Lakers, bro.
No.
Come on, bro. Phil, you see me out there. I'm Ben Simmons. I'll be a small ball 5. I'll be a small ball 5.
I love playing actual basketball with you, though. I'm saying we actually have played basketball, guys. But you guys are really like against DeAndre Ayton. Like, he is a good big. Like,
I think the chat's just pro Spurs, bro.
Maybe. It's okay. I like the Spurs. I like their organization. I do think there are still some holes. But it's not a shock. Like, you guys have seen, this is the craziest thing. From places 12 to, I want to say, 12th place to 5th place, they're always interchanging. The teams that start at 12th place have a chance to even get to the play-in or even a 6th seed or a 7th seed. Teams that were in 5th or 6th place can fall to 11th or 9th. Like, it's the wild, wild west. On paper, this is what I'm just thinking, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Spurs got up there. Like, that's how the 12 through 5 or 4 goes for me, bro. Like, it's just that crazy. The schedules are crazy with us.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's facts. I can see that shuffling around a little bit. Arturo gonna defend the Spurs till the day he fucking dies.
Man.
No matter what.
I gotta give y'all props.
It is just horrible. Okay.
Wait. Okay. Let me be the translator for Arturo. We added Fox and Harper. Coordinate.
It don't matter who's good at all in the West. ATL gonna sweep them all. Okay, Pure. Okay, Pure. Settle down. Hey, if you think you know more ball than Pure, in the YouTube description we have our Discord server. We're doing trivia every day, and Pure's low-key running away with it. So
I will.
Okay. Let's go through your 4 through 1 now. Okay.
Got you. Okay. At number 4, I have the Denver Nuggets. At number 3, I have the Los Angeles Clippers. At number 2, I have the Houston Rockets. And at number 1, I have the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Woo! I got any Thunder shit here.
He got to put his jersey on real quick. The reason why I have the Denver Nuggets at number 4 is because I love that they got Bruce Brown back. I love that they signed Tim Hardaway Jr. I also really love the trade for MPJ and Cameron Johnson. Even though I am sad to see MPJ go, I know I'm a Laker fan saying that, but I'm a basketball fan first, and I love the way the Denver Nuggets play basketball. But with MPJ gone, you have Cameron Johnson, who still has some health concerns sometimes, but he fits the role perfectly. He can shoot without a doubt, and he can somewhat rebound. So he fills the role perfectly. But the thing I love the most is, wait, what did he say? Black Hat Dude actually said something wise. Respect, man. Love it. Thank you. My bad. I got to translate him. Dylan Harper is winning Rookie of the Year over Cooper Flag.
No. Yeah, that dude is so funny, bro. I tell you, if you don't subscribe, bro, and come back, I'm gonna be pissed off. I'm not gonna lie. You cracking me up. Same way you already just knows ball. And shout out Phil Gold. everyone in the chat's kind of lit today. I'm not gonna lie. Shout out all you boys.
My bad. But going back to it, I really love, and this is, you guys are probably gonna get mad about this, but I really love Jonas Valanciunas as the backup big for Nikola Jokic. I think that this answers a huge problem for them because I know
Valanciunas don't like it.
What'd you say?
Valanciunas don't like it.
I know he doesn't. But I love, like, Jonas Valanciunas and Nikola Jokic, like, sometimes went back and forth with each other. I know that Jonas Valanciunas is nowhere near Nikola Jokic's level, like nowhere near. He's never going to be an MVP. I'm just saying that now. But if he can come in and give Nikola Jokic breathers, and then you can actually function as just like a whole. What do you mean, Jonas? Come on, bro. Like, as a backup, he was a starting center for the longest time. He was good with the Memphis Grizzlies. Having that be a backup for Nikola Jokic is incredible for the team.
It's better than DeAndre Jordan. It's an upgrade.
It's better than Dario Saric.
But I'm going to say this. Jonas ain't the backup next year. It's going to be Deron Holmes. Put some respect on my GOAT.
I feel like Deron Holmes is going to play the 4.
I could see it too.
I can see him playing the 5, but I can see him being a 4 for them.
Spurs 2026 champ.
Oh, my bad. I got to translate. You know what? Spurs 2026 champs. And win the MVP and DPOY. My bad.
Jonas prefers working at Taco Bell rather than playing for Denver. Like, bro, he prefers working here than play for Denver. No buyout. Jonas will play in Europe. Jonas going to Europe, bro. He playing. Where's he from? Is he Slovenian?
Yeah, he's from Slovenia.
He's gonna be hooping in Slovenia. Next to Luka's kid.
Anyways, I just really like what Denver did, and I think they will be a top 4 team. And I do think they should have a huge chance to contend, because you saw how it was with OKC versus Denver. That was one of the funnest series, bro.
Bro, dude, this dude fucked up. This was an insane typo. Holmes is cool, Middle Eastern dude. I fuck you.
Okay, Spurs will be better than OKC in the next 2 years.
Okay. A De'Aaron Fox team better than SGA team. Give me a break.
Oh damn! Shots fired. Okay,
I feel like your 1 through 4 was valid.
Oh,
you want to repeat it one more time?
All right. At number 4, the Denver Nuggets. At number 3, the Los Angeles Clippers. At number 2, the Houston Rockets. And at number 1, the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Chad, what questions do you have about his 1 through 4? And I swear, if a motherfucker bring up the Spurs in one of these questions, we gonna turn this shit to world star hip hop.
That little foul baiting won't work on my daddy Wemby.
Crazy. Someone clip that.
I gotta translate for him, man. I gotta translate for him. I love his energy.
Yeah, I do too. That dude is a GOAT, real life GOAT. I think Houston at number 2. I love that because I do think that team is just makes so much sense next year. The Clippers at 3. I still think they're fucked. Like, and I hate to be the guy that just has a cop out. Houston has holes. What are Houston's holes then? I'm curious. Spurs ain't in it. That's what's wrong. You know, this is the first.
My bad.
Oh, here you go. This dude's showing you love. Read Ari's comment.
You know what? This is my first time watching, and Black Hat Dude's takes make this so funny. Like, he's comedy gold. Nice guy, though, and I'm very sorry for the autocorrect. It's totally fine, man. It's totally fine. Like I said, basketball. Like, I'm never going to hate on you guys. If you call me dumb or if you call me, like, smart, like that.
Don't call him dumb. Don't call him dumb. Don't call him
dumb. I'm chilling.
Yeah, but we don't listen. And I said this. I think I said this yesterday, right? Can y'all say your name so chat can address you properly? Is it not on the screen?
No, because it says RTP Phil and RTP Ant. So
just call us Ant and Phil. I think that's
I'm
close
Phil.
enough. I think that's fine. What I said yesterday though, for all the people that watch basketball, you know, you could have a completely different vision or way you use words and stuff. Like, it's just basketball at the end of the day. That's why when these dudes get on TV and they got their egos and stuff, that shit pisses me off. Because
you're lagging a little bit.
I'm lagging. Phil, you know what I'm trying to say.
You're good now. You're good.
Okay.
You're good now.
He's not dumb. He's just interested. I think everybody got their own takes, right? And everyone has their own definition for how they view things. And it's just basketball at the end of the day. So it's like, I'm not going to sit here and say I have an ego or nothing like that. I disagreed with probably 75% of the things Phil said today. but I'm not about to sit here and call Phil dumb because I disagree. You know, like we're gonna find out. The season's not far away. We gonna fuck
Right.
around and find out.
I gotta put my money where my mouth is.
And
Gotta put
honestly,
my money
bro,
where my mouth is.
I'm cool y'all addressing us black hat and white Caucasian Middle Eastern guy, but just make sure you sneak that Middle Eastern in there. You gotta sneak that Middle Eastern in there. We're gonna have a problem for sure.
Nah,
Is there anything
but
else you wanted to say, Phil?
I actually want to like him pulling up the Houston as holes thing. I'm interested to like kind of break that down and see like where the holes may be, because could it be the guard position that he's talking about? Because the forwards, like I really like what they have for forwards, but could it be the guard position?
I like Freddie.
Just thinking about it.
And didn't they draft a guard or sign a guard? Another one? Or the backup here?
I don't think they even drafted anybody because they traded that to the
Houston has no
Spurs,
3-level scoring. They have fucking Kevin Durant. Come on, dog.
I was about to say, wait, Kevin Durant's their small forward.
They got Aaron Holiday, but Reed Shepherd. I don't know where a hole is on this team. I think the only thing I say, and I agree with you, Phil Nolan in the chat, I think they are missing a number 2 scorer. Just because that's what they missed last season. And that's why Jalen Green had such a heavy load and looked like shit. Because they don't have another guy to just say, like, here's the ball, get the fuck out the way. But that would be the only thing.
We should talk about the Los Angeles Flippers. I think
okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Bro, let's talk about the fact that they traded Norman Powell away for John Collins, and in my opinion, got a better Norman Powell back for free. Like,
these are debates I'm seeing online.
Bro, like, I really think we should talk about that because people are saying that the Flippers are worse than ever now that they signed Bradley Beal. Let me repeat that. People are saying that they're worse now for signing Bradley Beal for a 2-year, $11 million contract next to James Harden and Kawhi Leonard.
So you seen my video yesterday, huh? With the Reddit comments.
Yes.
Because those dudes were going in.
W video, by the way. You guys should watch it. It's out now. But it's just wild that their starting lineup is going to be point guard James Harden, shooting guard Bradley Beal, small forward Kawhi Leonard, power forward John Collins, and center Ivica Zubac. That is crazy. That is actually crazy. That is a good lineup. That is so good.
They're stacked, bro. Again, I don't trust them in the playoffs whatsoever. But as far as regular season goes, now I will say I don't think Bradley Beal is better than Norman. Norman Powell was a borderline all-star last year.
Norman Powell is good. He's a good player, but I think that Bradley Beal is better, like, for what they need. He's a better scorer. I think Bradley Beal is a better scorer.
Not at this point.
Bradley Beal is a better scorer than Norman Powell.
Not at this point, bro. What are we talking about? No way.
He's a better scorer.
Bro, Bradley Beal hasn't done shit the last year compared to Norman Powell. Norman Powell was a great scorer last year. Norman Powell was an elite scorer last year. And he didn't take as many shots as some of these top guys do. But Norman Powell last year, bro, compared to Beal, and Beal's good, don't get me wrong, but Norman Powell, I think, was a different monster last year, and I feel like everyone fucking forgot. Before Kawhi got back, bro, Norman Powell was like damn near their number 1 guy with the ball to score. Harden was setting him up, but Norman Powell was giving fucking buckets. And I'll die on that hill. I'll die for Norman Powell because Norman Powell was him.
I love Norman Powell, UCLA product, won a ring with the Toronto Raptors, embarrassed the heck out of the Warriors for that 1 year, so I'm happy. But he fit the role perfectly for the Flippers. That's what they needed him to do. With the Suns, Beal, they wanted him to be so many different things. It was complicating. Like, I don't blame him for having a bad season, but we remember Washington Wizards Beal. I don't feel like he's far away from that. I just think, like, with the Wizards,
5 years ago. Beal,
I'd say 2 or 3 years ago.
I love Bradley Beal. I'm not a Bradley Beal hater. I'm a Bradley Beal defender. Don't get me wrong. But when Bradley Beal was elite on the Wizards, that was legit like 4 or 5 years ago.
But now I think that Bradley Beal gets to go back to his actual role because the Flippers aren't going to need him to be like the defensive person the Suns wanted him to be. The Flippers are going to need him just to go out there and score like he used to with the Wizards. Like, he hasn't been able to play that role like he used to with the Wizards, with the Suns. He hasn't.
Bro, this is where I fucked up too. Okay.
Mhm.
When I did my research for the video yesterday, Bradley Beal averaged 30 back-to-back seasons in Washington,
Yeah.
and then had 2 seasons where he was a mediocre. I mean, not mediocre, but he was like a cool scorer,
Mhm.
But it was not what Norman Powell did last season. I'm sorry,
No.
he couldn't knock down threes. It was a struggle, bro. Compared to Norman Powell, who's efficient and he's gonna get you. Like, if you
Mhm.
need a closer, that's Norman Powell.
Mhm.
Bradley Beal is cool. Bradley Beal can stand in the corner for you, but I don't think he's that guy anymore, bro. He had 2 seasons. He went 30, 31, and then 23 and 23, which is cool. I'm not knocking it, but
It's Wemby's era now. My bad. I had to say that.
eh, Norman Powell had averaged 21 on 50, almost 50, 40, 90,
Mm.
playing next to Harden and Zubac. Bradley Beal averaged 23 playing next to who? Who the fuck was on that Wizards team those last 2 years?
Nobody, but like I understand that. Believe me, I do. But I just think that he can go back to what he used to do with the Flippers. With the Suns, he didn't have any room to do what he can do. They wanted him to play defense more than score.
And I
But
agree, bro. But his last year on the Wizards, he had the role where he could score, and he's fucking playing next to Kyle Kuzma, and it just wasn't good.
I know that, but like I just think that now his role, like without a doubt with the Flippers, he is literally going to be only called to score. He doesn't need to do the playmaking. James Harden can do that, and James Harden can score. We all know James Harden. He doesn't need to play defense. Kawhi Leonard and John Collins is there. Like, he needs to just stay in front of his man and score the hell out of the ball. Like, that's going to be his only job. And I feel like that's going to be better for him because, like, maybe he won't drop 30, or he might. He's not going to average 30, but he is going to be a better player for the Flippers than he was for the Suns. He's going to be way better.
I'm not disagreeing with that, Phil. I agree that his role is simpler now, and all he's got to do is score. But he is not better than Norman Powell. That's what I'm saying. He's just not.
Like, are we going to go by roles, or are we going to go by?
I'm going by as a basketball player. If your role is a scorer, Norman Powell is a better scorer than Bradley Beal right now. Norman Powell was almost an all-star just off of getting buckets last season.
Yeah, almost an all-star, and thinking Bradley Beal was a 3-time all-star.
Yeah, but Bradley Beal hasn't been a fucking all-star in 5 years. Bradley Beal averaged 30 and he wasn't an all-star because that's how empty his stats were. Come on, bro.
I know, but bro, like, I understand where you're going from. I love Norman Powell. I just think that Bradley Beal is the better scorer. That's it.
Chat, y'all, I know what y'all doing. Chat be chatting, Chat knows what they're talking about. Chat knows Bradley Beal Norman Powell over Beal. And we talked about the Suns already. We had a long discussion about the Suns. Let me cheer myself up a little bit. The big takeaway from this episode is you said OKC going to win a 1 seed. Is OKC running it back next year?
I think they can. I'm just nervous because no team has gone back to back. He's obsessed with the name rather than the current form. I just see potential there. I'm just being for real, Ari. The Suns' whole system last year was terrible. It was just terrible. Like, they wanted Kevin Durant to like sit in the corner. They wanted Devin Booker to be the playmaker. They wanted Bradley Beal to play defense and score. And that's the problem. All 3 of those guys were scorers. They should have never been all on the same team. Maybe Kevin Durant and Booker, but they should have never traded for Bradley Beal. So I feel like that screwed up the whole process of what they're supposed to do. And then you didn't give 3 scorers an actual reliable point guard. Like, you had, what's his name? What was the white dude's name? Who had Colin Gillespie. You had Colin Gillespie try to step up and start. You had no big that was good enough for them. Like, it was literally just those 3 in a whole hot mess. So I feel like Bradley Beal coming back to the Flippers is going to be a better identity for them. I'm just saying. By the way, I want to mention Spurs are one of the youngest team in the NBA right now.
I'm trying to see what Arturo's last comment was. That didn't have anything about the Spurs in it. My favorite one is this one. No, it's either you think the Spurs are good or you're just wrong.
I love this guy, man. I love this guy. There needs to be more crazy Spurs fans. Like, I feel like Spurs fans are too respectful. Like
Joe. Joe's the only Spurs fan I know. Joe is so respectful.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I want more crazy Spurs fans. Like, even when the Spurs were winning, I feel like there was a time when all Spurs fans were Tim Duncan and Kawhi Leonard, like, personalities. They were all just like, yeah, we want a ring. We're gonna do it again.
Bro, I
Yeah.
don't know how TikTok works,
Mhm.
but it says on TikTok we got 3 viewers and 3.7 thousand likes. On
Wow.
YouTube, we have 15 viewers. We had 21, I think up to 30 viewers, and we got 7 likes. So YouTube, you're letting fucking TikTok dunk on you guys. That's all I'm saying. I think Beal will score less but have a bigger impact than Norman. I
Yeah,
don't
that's
think
what
so,
I'm.
bro. I
Well,
don't think so, bro.
I feel like it's gonna be both, Pierre, if I'm being for real. Like I feel like it's gonna be both.
I think what's good about getting Beal is
Spurs Dynasty is coming back again.
Beal does more that's not just scoring than Norman Powell does, because Norman Powell is just a scorer. And they needed that when Kawhi was out for Norman Powell to be that guy. Now they got Kawhi, so Kawhi is obviously going to be that scorer for them and do their thing. But I'm still Team Norm, bro. Norman, go off this season. I think the Clippers did do a good thing, and we haven't talked about John Collins enough either, because the Clippers shipped away Norman Powell, a guy that they weren't going to pay, and got a great power forward back. And now they opened up money to get Beal too. So I'm definitely high on the Clippers next season. I don't want this to sound like I'm knocking the Clippers or nothing like that. But yeah.
I'm happy also that they signed Brook Lopez, who's going to be a backup for Ivica Zubac. He fits perfectly with what they're going to do. And also I'm hearing now that they have a chance of getting Chris Paul. Like they still have enough money to get Chris Paul, which is nuts.
Yeah, they could put him down pretty easily. Pause.
Yeah.
Has there been a chip team that didn't have a 6-man as a primary scorer? The Thunder. Alex Caruso, I wouldn't say is a primary scorer.
Yeah. I mean,
who was the year before that? The Celtics was Pritchard. I feel like that's a score. 23 was Denver.
But then they had what's his name? Jeff Green and
Bruce Brown. Not a score. 22 was the Warriors, Jordan Poole. That's a score.
Poole.
21 was the Bucks. The Bucks got anyone on their bench? Was the Bucks
Bobby Portis? It wasn't Pat Connaughton. It was
Bobby Portis.
Bobby Portis.
I'd say score. Lakers. Who's the Lakers 6-man?
Lakers 6-man.
Dwight Howard.
Alex Caruso, actually.
Not a score. So Alex Caruso is the GOAT, not primary. Dude, I actually respect the fuck out of you. Hey, thank you, Ari. I think this was a good place to end off the episode as well. I loved it today, guys. We're going to be back tomorrow. Tomorrow, I am going to be interviewing a pro player in Puerto Rico. Super excited about that. So we've got to go crazy. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow. Hey, Ari, Arturo, all you guys in the YouTube chat right now, hop in the Discord. We could talk ball all day. It was the Thanasis. We could talk ball all day. And then we do our trivia as well. So if you know ball, tap into the Discord. I'm Ant. This Phil. We out. Phil, anything else you want to say?
Please make sure to like, subscribe, and follow Run the Play Network on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter. Make sure to hit that bell as well. I appreciate you guys for real. Arturo, Phil Noel, Ari, all of you guys being here. Spurs 2026 champs, don't forget. But anyways, I'm your man Phil. This Ant-Man straight at the MCU. We out. Let's bounce. Peace.
Bounce, baby.
Hey,
boom.